Eren and Reiner's final showdown, Gabby's fear-strong eyes as Eren stares into her soul, and Zeke's Leonardo DiCaprio-level commitment diving into a Titan's innards. All of this and the cliffhanger ending makes the long wait even harder for the second half of Season 4. Luckily, Studio MAPPA has confirmed that Attack on Titan will be coming back in winter 2022. Though it's gonna be a tough wait, we're happy to give you all our last Attack on Titan episode breakdown. Before we get into the breakdown, we wanted to congratulate Shijo Saiko for winning our 1-month free Crunchyroll subscription giveaway. We'll be reaching out to you via direct message to send you your prize. Also, for everyone watching, we would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button to see some more episode breakdowns for your favorite shows, including the upcoming season of My Hero Academia. Like if you enjoyed this video, and comment what you thought of the episode. We appreciate your support. The episode begins with Flock and the other Jaegerists taking Hanji to Eren when they hear a blast in the distance. Hanji's L-level detective skills notices that it was an explosion caused by a thunder spear. As they question why it happened, we quickly see Zeke laying Commander Zachary style on the floor, having been severely injured, with only his head and a part of an arm still attached to his torso. He'd clearly lost his hearing as he was unable to hear the sound of rain, but soon lost his vision too while questioning his fate. As soon as the world went dark for Zeke, we saw a young blonde girl clutching her bag as she looks over her shoulder. Presumably it's Zeke. Her face is hidden in the shadows, so we assumed that this girl hadn't made an appearance in the show, but then we remembered that in episode 15, as Tom Casaver explained his wife and child's death, we noticed 2 dolls looking like Eren and Zeke, and 1 doll beside the cart resembling a blonde girl. We previously came to the conclusion that it was Eren, Zeke, and Historia, but it could be that this girl was the one from Zeke's dreams. More so, the cart can be seen behind Zeke as he laid half dead beside it. There aren't too many people who can make their entry into the show at this stage of the game, but one theory could be as the show aims to connect all the dots, Ymir herself could manifest through this girl. While it is a far stretch, there seems to be such an overarching importance behind who this baby will be, and Ymir hasn't shown any hints of coming into the storyline yet needs to be explained, as she could very well be running the show in the background, Kaguya style. As Zeke's peaceful end is interrupted, a brunette titan crawls towards him, tearing off her own flesh as she stuffs him in like a baby kangaroo inside of her stomach. This concept of birth and rebirth seems to be a consistent topic throughout the show, and as Zeke is placed inside at the brink of death, the symbolism becomes clearer. Zeke is likely being brought to safety in preparation for his rebirth. Maybe our last theory about Falco's future could be true after all. Another important thing to talk about in this scene is where exactly this Titan came from. Had Zeke kept a Titan following him and Levi throughout his fun cart ride? We don't think so, as we can see the steam coming up from the Titan as it approaches Zeke. So, assuming the Titan transformed recently, Zeke didn't have it follow him as he was passed out. And he didn't use his powers when screaming to activate the Thunder Spear. Where did this Titan come from? We didn't see any light in the background, though there was an explosion, so it's unlikely that Zeke activated a Titan when he self-destructed. Only the founding Titan with royal blood in his veins or contact with royal blood is able to control other Titans. The identity of this Titan and how it found Zeke is definitely leaving viewers with a lot of questions. Though Zeke is safe for now, can we say the same for Levi? After last week's explosive ending, we were hoping to catch a glimpse of our favorite housemaid. If not in one piece, then at least a limb would have been nice. But he was nowhere to be seen. Given how much us fans have come to love Levi over the years, it seems strange that he didn't get a send-off this season, which likely means that he'll be okay. Realistically, this was a very well-written way to take out the strongest character from the Marley assault, because if Levi showed up, I don't think there'd be much chance for Marley at all. We proceed to see Yelena and the Jaegerist who have assembled Commander Pixis and the other Eldian military members, having wrapped varying colored cloths around their bodies. Pixis whips out his commander-level knowledge and explains the reasoning behind the use of the cloths for deciding who drank the flavored wine, who might pose a threat, and who had already been on their side. Yelena glares at Pixis and says that because they don't trust Zeke, they must face the consequences. Meanwhile, Mikasa, Armin, Connie, and Jean are in a jail cell with the Blouse family and are discussing why Eren fought with Armin. Armin tells everyone that it was because he hurt Mikasa with his words. Connie, acting emotionally as he's done throughout the show, plays a perfect role in showing how much Jean has grown in his ability as a leader. Jean explains that he doubts Eren would do something like that for no reason, and that he could have some sort of hidden motive. While we always had suspicions, looking back at episode 14, if you really take a look at Eren's face when he turns away from Mikasa and Armin, it looks as though he's holding back tears. His aggression towards his dear friends, Hanji and others, have been showcasing an extreme version of Eren. While it seems easy to think he's just changed and is simply pure evil now, Jean makes a reasonable point, and our suspicions are growing as Eren's actions seem much too simple to explain in such a cut and dry answer. Especially in a world like Attack on Titan, where literally nothing in the show is cut and dry. We're interrupted by Yelena, Onyankopon, and Grease, who appear outside their jail cell as Yelena addresses everyone as Shiganshina's heroes. Connie fumes at Onyankopon for siding with Yelena, but the parallels don't escape Onyankopon, as he states that he was in a similar condition not long ago. Through the back and forths of the Survey Corps and the Marlians, Grease and Niccolo get in a heated fight as Niccolo labels Grease as a servant and rat. While Grease is unrepentant, expressing his displeasure at hearing about Niccolo's feelings for Sasha and moving to call her a whore and a devil's descendant. Karma hits him real quick as Yelena shows exactly what she's capable of to follow Zeke and Eren, shooting Grease in the head and apologizing to the troops. She explains she has little need for someone who refers to the Eldians as demons and stresses that their objectives have never been vengeance. Instead, they want to free Eldia and Marley from the chain of hatred. Yelena then reveals Zeke's vision for euthanasia, something we didn't think would be broadcast to the team so soon. Before it's explained, we turn to Gabby alone in a room as Eren walks in asking her to make a distress call so they can find any spies planted by the military in their ranks using Falco as leverage, but soon interrupted by Pieck finally making her first move since we saw her reading the newspaper on the island. Pieck makes a show of lifting her pistol towards Eren, but we can see just how much he's grown as he calls her bluff, saying that she couldn't shoot him even if she wanted to because of her orders. However, she insists there was another explanation she couldn't shoot, and goes on a tangent about her fake views of Eren's ability to save Eldia, and turns over to Gabby, finally knocking some sense into her insane mind. Like that's possible after everything we've seen. While we know that her statements were fake, it's almost saddening to see that there's some genuine truth behind every single thing she said. Maybe Pieck is struggling with the moral ambiguity of everything more than she leads on. Eren forcing her to show her loyalty, she offers to point out where all of her team members were from the roof. We turn back to our detained squad learning about the true intentions behind Yelena and Zeke's plan, after Yelena explains Zeke's crazy plan to euthanize all Eldians. Which, by the way, we have to explain isn't euthanasia, it's sterilization, which is a pretty weird mistake to be making. Armin seems surprisingly on board. That Armin seems so moved by Zeke's noble plan of literal genocidal eugenics seems pretty out of character, even if he is being controlled by Berthold. Both characters have always struggled with the ethics of the war at hand, so we're not convinced by Armin's tears of joy. We have a strong feeling that Armin is faking it, and we're wondering if what Jean said truly resonated with him. Hearing the plan in its entirety seems to have cemented in Armin's mind that Eren just might have something up his sleeve, and Armin is finally playing along. But this also begs the question, had he been playing along in many ways already? If he saved Mikasa from the explosion, talked to Annie alone, and kept secrets from everyone during the flashbacks we've seen, just how much does he really know? Unfortunately, we're interrupted by a guard rushing in telling Yelena about Eren making his way to the building. Eren takes Pieck and Gabby upstairs to the roof, where Pieck smiles to the Jaegerist soldiers below, which if you take a moment to look, includes a disguised Jaw Titan, Porco Galliard. As they climb up the building, Eren reveals that Falco is also being kept here and has been affected by Zeke's spinal fluid. Pieck asks Eren whether he's aware of Zeke's special ability and if he knows of any other secrets, but Eren gives her nothing. They reach the roof before Eren responds, and Pieck and Gabby exit while Yelena cautions him not to believe Pieck. Eren insists he doesn't, and then instructs Pieck to point to the location of the enemy. Pieck smiles and grips Gabby's shaking hand before turning around and pointing at Eren. The roof beneath him roars and the Jaw Titan erupts from the floor, intending to devour Eren. He misses Eren barely, severing his legs at the ankles, and Eren turns into his attack Titan before Galliard can strike him again. While we really wanted Pieck's change of heart to be real, Commander Pixis has told us before that a good lie mixes in the truth. Seeing Porco burst out of the ground beneath him was the adrenaline rush this episode needed, and we were on the edge of our seats as Eren lost yet another pair of legs, a beautiful throwback to Season 1. Back then, we thought Eren was done for. A fresh recruit, and he just lost both legs, and then got swallowed whole? No way we thought he'd survive that, but Eren's a fighter. He always has been. Ever since that first Tatake, and against all odds, he came back. We see him turn into a Titan and prepare for the oncoming full-fledged attack from Marley. We can't believe we're left off with a full-out war on Paradise's footsteps, Gabby somehow being protected yet again. Our Survey Corps still stuck in their cells, Zeke and Levi's future left unknown, and the final battle between Eren and Reiner just waiting to unfold. Without his friends, will Eren and the Jaegerists be able to defeat this assault without the rumbling? Or will his hand be forced as the epic conclusion to this incredible masterpiece of a show unfolds? There are still so many questions to answer, but that's what makes this show so great. We can't wait for winter 2022, but until then, thank you all so much for watching our Attack on Titan episode breakdowns. It's been a pleasure making them. While this show may be on pause for now, we'll be working on weekly My Hero Academia episode breakdowns, so stay tuned for them every Saturday. Also, don't forget to toss us a like, subscribe, and feel free to comment below about how you're feeling after this mid-season finale. Finally, check out our Attack on Titan and ReZero playlists for past episodes. Thanks for watching, and see you Saturday.